Okay, I got the old school piece of paper with big lettering. First of all, can you guys hear me? There we go. Yep. First of all, thank you guys for coming out today. Hopefully you guys are having a good time. Yeah! Woo! Okay, so I'm actually going to start off with a little history lesson, okay? So the history of toasting at weddings is a tradition that dates as far back as the 6th century BC. When neighbors were at war with one another, many times the wars ended in a truce that brought the leaders' children together in marriage. At the end of the banquet celebration, the father of the bride would drink from the communal wine pitcher, first to prove to his guests that there was no poison placed in the wine.
Wayne?
Yeah, Dad, would you please drink everybody's wine for us? Just in case. Mom, you might be a widow by the end of the day. And then the drink was passed. I wanted to look that up because I'm like, why do we do these? That's why we do it. Okay. For those of you who don't know me, I am Angela's older sister, Christy. And being the older sister, I have a lot of memories of my sister. Some good, some funny, some incriminating, but I thought I would just share one of my favorite ones. So, many years ago, well, first of all, every family has a way of recycling containers to store their leftover food, right? So many years ago, one night when we were younger, my dad had made some beef stew, right? She knows what I'm talking about already. So when we were done eating, he froze half of it, and he put the other half in the refrigerator, right? To eat later, right? For the next day. Sorry. Old school. Yeah, you can throw that away.
I'm keeping it.
Oh, good. Incriminating. So many days went by, and we started to notice a horrible smell in the house. But we couldn't figure out where it was coming from. A few weeks after that, my mom was vacuuming, and she looked behind the curtain in the living room, and she sees a tub of Cracker Jacks. And she opens it. Turns out that Angela found the tub in the freezer and thought she was being sneaky and hid an entire tub of what she thought was Cracker Jacks so she could eat them all by herself at a later time. But she never looked inside what was actually in the tub, and little did she know it was going to be the source of the mysterious odor. It was the frozen beef stew. She still hasn't outgrown the sneakiness or her sweet tooth. Cinnabon every time we go to the mall. So I just wanted to share that. Also, I was at the store the other day.
Oh, wow.
And, hold on here. I was at the store the other day. And I am the older sister, and I am 5 years older. So as she said, I didn't know at the time, but she was taking my clothes and wearing them while I was at college, I believe. Did all that, but I was in the store a few months back, and I saw this, and it really, really got me. These are two necklaces. One says Little Sis, and one says Big Sis. And they're matching, because that's what we used to do back in the day. Match all our clothes. And underneath it, it says the perfect thing. There's nothing quite like having a sister by your side. Congratulations.